Hello, hello, hello. I don't know if I'm echoing or not. It seems like I'm echoing. But anyway, let's get to this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Listen, we've got some updates. Looks like the agencies are fighting. Not a laughing matter, but what I think is happening, I'll let you know. As you all are coming in, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you like what you see, subscribe. So I'm going to share my screen. We're just going to talk about a couple of different articles. Ta-da-da. We're going to go here. So let me tell you what's happening from what I understand. The LAPD has filed with the court order for us to placing security holds on Celeste Rivas' case. So basically what that means is that they are no longer going to be allowing the medical examiner to share out or put out information. So we may not know what the cause of death is unless the LAPD puts it out. And I think a lot of that has to do with the social media fame this case has received, because last week TMZ reported that David was an official suspect. I think that the LAPD wants to control the narrative. They want to control how the information is being disseminated. And so they have asked the court has asked the LAPD not to disseminate any information as of this time. So what I'll do is we'll go over the news report, go over the article, and then there is a second article because apparently the LAPD is rebuffing some information that TMZ put out last week. So let me do this. Let's go back. And this is from ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Let's make it bigger and let them speak.
We begin with the death of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez back in September. Her dismembered and decomposing body was found in the trunk of a car belonging to the singer David. Now, the lack of information coming from the case is drawing the ire of some county officials.
LA County's chief medical examiner calling out the LAPD over its security hold on that case. Eyewitness News anchor Mark Robles is in the newsroom with the very latest on this, Mark.
Yeah, Michelle and Jory, good evening. It has been 2.5 months since the body of Celeste Rivas was discovered. Still, there's been no official cause of death determined by the LA County Medical Examiner. And now we have learned that information will not be posted or released anytime soon because of this court order that has been issued. The LA County Medical Examiner received that order on Friday. It was initiated by the LAPD. It means that no records or details associated with the case, including the cause and manner of death, and medical examiner report can be released until further notice. All this unfolding as the LAPD has held off on making any arrest in the case. Just last week, a source with knowledge of the investigation told Eyewitness News that singer David is considered a suspect in the death investigation. In addition, our sources say that David is not cooperating with the investigation, despite what his reps have claimed. Meantime, the court order is not sitting well with the medical examiner's office. The chief medical examiner released an official statement earlier today saying in part, quote, "The practice of security holds is virtually unheard of in other counties and has not been proven to improve outcomes in the legal system. We are dedicated to serving our community with full transparency. However, the law precludes us from doing so while the court order remains in this case." End quote. The LAPD previously tried to obtain a security hold on this case just a week after the teen's body was discovered. It was denied then because of insufficient justification. Again, this most recent request has now been approved. The medical examiner says information will be made available once the court order is lifted. Live here.
All right, you see that. And so that's basically what they were saying in regards to this article.
My name is Marilyn. I'm a widow, and my husband Ryan died when he was 35 years old. We never thought in a million.
Then we're going to go here to People Magazine. And they are revealing what the LAPD captain is. Because you remember TMZ scooped and said that David was a suspect, and they also said that their source told them that the body had been frozen. Here's what the LAPD has told People magazine in their exclusive interview. Now, all of this just came out today. It says here, the headline, LAPD captain reveals what cops saw when Celeste Rivas Hernandez was found deceased in the trunk of David's car, and she wasn't frozen. Exclusive. So again, I told you before, this is the LAPD controlling the narrative. They're feeling like and this is my assumption, they are feeling like the internet sleuthers and TMZ and the medical examiner, that they're being too loose-lipped because they don't have the evidence needed to be able to make an arrest. And so, excuse me, they are saying that they don't want the medical examiners to say anything until only to them, so then they'll make the arrest. Because I think they believe that a lot of information is getting out, and it's getting out to possibly David's camp, and they are shifting. But they are telling us that they are not cooperating. So let's see what's going on here. LAPD captain and commanding officer of Robbery and Homicide Division, Scott Williams, tells People exclusively that Rivas Hernandez was not frozen and was not decapitated, as previously reported by local media. Once again, now this is coming from Scott Williams, and he is the LAPD captain and commanding officer of Robbery Homicide. And he's saying that exclusively that Rivas Hernandez was not frozen and she was not decapitated, as previously reported. Celeste's body was not frozen, Williams said, and she was not decapitated. The whole frozen thing doesn't even make sense. Her body was in the car for weeks. Now, this is something new that they hadn't really put out there, that her body had been in the car for weeks. So that leads me to figure out, anyway, because I'm looking at the smell factor. So the smell factor would have happened probably the first probably few days until all those gases dispersed. But I guess if they moved the car and all that stuff started jostling in that bag, it would have allowed for those fumes to come back out. Williams continues, even if she had been frozen solid when she was put in the car, and there's no evidence to suggest that she was, 5 or more weeks in the trunk of a car in sweltering heat in the middle of summer would not have resulted in a partially frozen body being discovered on September 8th. Rivas Hernandez was first reported missing from her Lake Elsinore, California home on April 5th, 2024. Singer David was identified as a suspect in her death last week, a police source confirmed to People at the time. Another piece of information that they are another myth that they are busting. According to the police source, the singer has allegedly not been cooperating amid the ongoing investigation. And they continue to iterate that no police charges have been filed. So the People did reach out to David's lawyer for a response, and they said that they go back to saying that the singer is fully cooperating. La da 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 da. So this is the updated information. Hello. Jared plays Roseblocks. So here's the thing. What we have right now. There is a security hold on Celeste's case. So no more information is going to be released from the medical examiner's office by way of a court order. The police are going to be the only point of contact for information, and it doesn't seem like they're going to be releasing any information as soon as something moves on this case. I believe that's when they're going to release any information on this case. So this is where we are. I don't think that and what's sad is we don't hear, I have not seen anything from the family looking for the movement of this case or not. They haven't made any statements beyond the or said anything beyond the memorial service that was had, and that's, you know, interesting, because usually people want to know what happened to their child, and they are asking the police to do a little bit more if something comes up or something like this puts that baby's case back in front of the headline. So like I said, you know me, it's easier for me to go live than it is for me to sit up and try to set up a video. So I wanted to go back over you and let you know that, hey, there's a security hold on the information coming out for this Celeste Rivas Hernandez case. Probably the police wants it to die down so that they can sift through any and all information that they've received. Maybe, I don't know, but I'll keep you all abreast as best I can. All right, people, we do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you care. Y'all, what do y'all think about the security hold being placed on the LA coroner's office, that they can no longer report? They won't be able to tell us the cause of death or anything. That's going to be sealed. What do you think about the police? Because it was the LAPD that initiated that court order. Why do you think that they initiated that court order? Are they trying to get ahead of the case? What's going on? Y'all leave it down in the comments. All right, people. Please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell a coworker, tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos. And as always, people, bye-bye.